Still tell them that I got you. Hey, I was facing death alone. Hey, nobody called my phone. I'm just like, God, do you hear me? Please forgive them, they don't know that they sinning. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Hey, dim the lights and you can see me. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Yeah. Hey, heart throbbing. I feel like pain is a life sentence. Gotta get up and keep going. Gotta get up and keep going.
What's up, guys? This is like a complimentary time. Maybe no one is gonna hop on. It's 3:58. I scheduled this to be at 4. I didn't get a reply. Thought that was weird. But I saw one of the homies pop online. But yeah, you see, guys, what do you guys think about my this is a test video for sound levels, really. It's actually quite outrageous how last time I was speaking so low, but it's just like if I sound louder, then other noises gets picked up, and I don't want to get another microphone. I really love this microphone. I'm not gonna replace it. It's just the way how things are set up is the way how things are the reason why things are so loud, especially with the keyboards. Probably wondering, what am I drinking? I'll tell you right after I figure out how loud this is. Oh snap!
Damn it, I see this guy. Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
It's the great.
All right, now we can start our trios and go Kitty Island Adventure 3.
Quad. We got bestie from Best Friends Play here.
I am your better.
Oh, clockwork.
Yeah.
I knew it. I was like.
Well, my name is 1 centimeter bigger. Oh.
One. But yeah, I just seen. I was like, oh, let me check real quick. Like, oh, they're already in.
Yes, sir. We've been ready. We've been ready.
We're just barely eating right now. We got some food.
Oh, what you got?
We have First World Promise. We're trying to find something to watch, but I can't eat without watching something. Oh, you know.
Oh, you know, I'm the same way though.
I've seen your podcast. I was like, oh wait, no, I don't want to have triple ear. That means he's talking, you're talking, and then me re-listening to. I like re-listening to podcasts just like you.
Sometimes I do.
Then I put timestamps because you know.
I do too. I just learned it because of you. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, dude, I was say bullshit. I didn't even see a single timestamp in your shit.
Wait, what? Yeah, I did. Oh, for the main one. For the main one, I did. Like that longer one. Yeah, I did put timestamp because it was pretty long. Let's be real there.
All right, I literally had the volume too low, so I couldn't hear you guys. I was like, what?
Oh.
He's a massacre.
Oh. I mentioned Scout. I was listing all the games that was coming out 2024 because I couldn't remember. But
I mean, there's barely anything worth remembering, honestly.
And the only game Type 4 isn't coming out for another like 2-3 years.
Dude, it's gonna be trash, bro.
Like Black Desert Wukong.
oh my
that one,
God.
alright.
Legend Wukong.
Alright. I thought you were gonna say Skyrim 3 or something.
So the next 3 years, we're about to play real life Black Ops 2, dude.
Like 2026.
We not get past 2025.
You know what the biggest disappointment that made my Xbox boner go away?
What?
That one game they were gonna launch with the Xbox when it
Oh,
like awesome looking dragon game.
Nah, with the platinum made by the guy who made
like
DMP.
Dragon Steel.
Oh, you mean Scalebound?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scalebound.
Scalebound, there you go.
Dude, that game was
looked
sick.
so goddamn tight, and they're like, oh, actually, we're canceling it. Like, no.
Yeah, I was so hyped for that game as well, man. But when they canceled it, that's like the one gripe I have with fucking Microsoft still. But every once in a while, you can actually go on my Twitter. You see, I post up, like, I tag at Xbox and, like, man, you guys need to release Scalebound. You guys get it dirty. We need that game.
Well, now they can't because Switch has like a stake, or I think owns Platinum Games, so it's never happening.
Well, fucking, I'm still gonna keep on posting it up because they fucking failed.
damn.
Goddamn Microsoft, they can afford anything in the goddamn world if they felt like it.
But the thing is, are they going to sell? That's the whole other thing.
But they're out here spending like billions of dollars on game companies.
Yeah, but again, if the game companies don't want to sell them, it doesn't mean anything. Nintendo ain't going to sell itself. Microsoft 100% could buy them, but is Nintendo going to let them? Hell
Not a
no.
game for $1 billion.
Like they tried. Nintendo laughed at them. They laughed at them, bro. Chads. They didn't give a fuck.
That was like back in the 90s when they were trying to do it, like 93, 94. And then fucking later on, they tried to team up with Sony, and even Sony laughed at them. And then they're like, "We'll find it. We're gonna make our own console, and everything's gonna be fair." And then that's literally what happened.
That's not what they sound like. They go, ho ho ho. Use
Are you kidding me? Back in the 90s, that's how all the nerds sounded.
Like, you're acting like they still don't say. Memory.
I'll show you.
Okay, no. Mini stories where it's oh, that's racist. I'm like, dude, I've been to Japan. They really do be sounding like that, bro. Like, I literally said glovu. Glove, like, they got used at the end of shit, and I was like, oh man, I sound racist. Tell me why the dude looked at me with a straight face and said, I exactly know what you mean. Like, he did not take it like, oh no, you are speaking authentic Japanese. I'm like, holy fucking, they really do talk like this.
Oh, wow.
Hair claw, baby.
Yeah, like they love saying, English words just in the most stereotypical way you would genuinely imagine, bro. It's like, holy shit. Not even a stereotype. They really do talk like that. Fair enough. If you say glove, they'll be like, the fuck's a glove? You say glove, ooh, they're like, oh. I know exactly
Like, oh, why didn't you say that before?
It was funny. I said it just because, we minded, right? Because I was speaking about, and they said glove. Fuck. I was like, I was gonna think I'm racist. Yeah, I literally thought that, and he just looked at me. Like, you saw in his face, like, nothing. Just like 100%. Oh, man, that's pretty good Japanese.
Bro, I would love to live out in Japan after I heard that when it comes to tips, like, if you try to tip them, they see that as an insult. I fucking love that idea.
Yeah, they don't fuck with that shit. Oh yeah, man, we gotta get a lobby together. You should go beat up Clockwork because he thinks he's hot shit.
But I am hot shit.
Damn.
How many of you people have loyal fans, huh?
Okay. Hold on. How do you call yourself a hot pile of shit? That is not cool.
That's how you do, dude.
Man, you guys are gonna make me get this game in and finish it within like 2 days, and then I'll be like the top player of the thing, and then next thing you know, they're gonna set me checks.
Bro, you can't even get Mar and Tekken, bro.
Listen,
Mar's
man,
actually good though.
I'm just all talk. I know I'm never touching a fighting game again in my life until Tekken A, of course. Wait, until Tekken A, of course, because Tekken's my. I never grew up on Street Fighter, so that's why I don't really care about Street Fighter like that.
Bro, I didn't grow up on Street Fighter either, and I still fucking play that shit. That's bitch excuse.
Excuse. Nah, it's just legit excuse.
I literally grew up on Mortal Kombat, so I still prefer Street Fighter.
I don't have a perfect main for that one, you know what I mean? So.
I mean, dude, I basically grew up on Mortal Kombat, now I shit on it.
I could beat your Soul Calibur, though, dude. That game, I beat this other guy I know in there, so yeah.
Bro, you got a name of running. You really think I ain't gonna clap you in Soul Calibur either, bro?
Oh, you're good at Soul Calibur? That's like saying you're the best at masturbating.
What the hell? Alright, Clockwork, I'll challenge you too, man. That's it, I'm calling it next Friday at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but the thing is, can't.
What do you mean?
Why?
Because I have a girlfriend.
Whoa. Hold up. Is it your anime pillow? Like, hold on. What's going on here?
Oh! No, it's called my hand.
Oh, my God.
I was gonna say, man, he probably was one of those guys that went out and got the free flashlight over there at last year.
That Violet Meyer. Yeah, I almost butchered her last name. Yeah, for real. It was on sale. I bet you do that too.
No, man, he got that limited plug flashlight. That's what's going on.
Oh no. So what are we doing? What are we starting with? What's going on officially?
So, what's the second question? Did we went through the second question? Mari had the question.
There's the first question?
The first question
was... I'm literally pulling shit out of my ass. The first thing we're talking about is like predictions for 2024 in terms of games. What's our most anticipated game? Is the second question I ended up asking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we could talk about that. What is the most anticipated game that we're all looking forward to for 2024 that got announced?
I mean, wait, well, here's my thing. Did you record that? Because I think we kind of already gave our thoughts, yeah, Nate? Or am I high?
A little bit.
Fair enough. We can always go over it again. Because I don't know. Did you start recording yet or no?
Yeah.
That's the question. Oh, then
Oh, you did? You didn't even say nothing, man. You don't even say nothing.
No, because it's like I said the first 10 minutes should be complimentary time. You know, hey, how's your week been? But then I guess we just skip all over that, and then we just went straight to this. So technically, I had a system. I just didn't announce it yet. I guess I thought we were all on the same page.
Thanks for letting us know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Besties podcast from Greatest. Are you recording?
Yeah. Oh, no, I barely started streaming.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're streaming it.
That's my record.
Is this live?
Yes.
Fuck it, we're gonna do it live then. Nah, just kidding. You're gonna do it live. All right, so welcome to the Besties, hosted by Greatest, and then welcome to Vile Chill, hosted by Vile, and then welcome to Marmar Gamer Corner, hosted by Mar himself.
Did you say Marmar?
Marmar Gamer Corner. Gaming Corner.
You gonna let him call you that? Who called you Marmar, bro?
That's how he called his podcast. What
really?
Yes.
First of all, for this, I am right now the greatest hater, right? So I should only be known as the greatest hater.
Oh my god. Probably stupid.
Hey, man. Wait. You think it was... Oh, I see why you think it's weird. Yeah, you know, I didn't think about it like that at first, because I feel like he wanted everybody to call him Marmar. I didn't see it as a weird thing like you did, but
Wait, that's not a weird thing. Everyone calls me.
well,
I thought he called you that as like a gay nickname.
Yeah, you see, that's what I figured. That's what Greatest was going for. And I'm like, no.
That's what no. What I would do to my friends, even in call codes, if I want to give someone to get on theirs, I'll give him like a gay nickname. I'll be like, oh, like I get codes, like I code codes, and then he hates when I call him that shit.
Code? So you repeat it twice. That's what makes it that way.
It's like a couple name.
Hey, greatest gamer.
No, it would be like Game or something.
Game
like that. I don't know. But even that's the gamer tag. That's not my real name. Goofy.
I forgot what your real name was, but the Garfield movie is. I know it's just random at this point, but I was gonna say, what's your most anticipated movie for 2024? And mine is the Garfield movie.
I didn't even know there was a Garfield movie.
It's coming out in shoot, I forgot when, but it's gonna be cartoony.
No
Bro,
shit.
I didn't even know you were a Garfield fan.
Dude, I'm a huge Garfield fan. That's like one of my secrets. It's like buried underneath a bunch of other secrets. Like, you gotta go down that pile. But I love Garfield. I love that orange cat. I love lasagna that's given. It's gonna have Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson.
Diary underneath his bed. He writes about Garfield every other night.
you know those comic book scripts on the newspapers in the early 2000s? Best believe I was the one that was collecting them. Because I forgot who made Garfield. Whatever his name was, I think it's like Jeff Smith, maybe. Unless I'm thinking about something. Regardless, legendary. Okay. Whoever.
Dude, this motherfucker out here playing Street Fighter ranked while we're doing this. He funny.
He's trying to get better. He's trying to get to his. He's trying to find his level 9,000. I gotta go to the Purge chat because shout out to Scorpio. He put out the movie list of the famous movie that's coming out each month.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if I could find it. I know Venom 3 is coming out.
What? 3? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay,
3.
I guess I am hyped for a movie. Are they making another John Wick? Okay, so here's my thoughts as far as movies. I don't care. I just have no hopes or anything. Like, I've been reaching this, so anyone was, oh, what's it like, dude? I just assume every year it's going to be just as shitty as the last one, if not worse. And if there's like, there's always at least 1 or 2 minimum to 4 things that I'm like, yo, that's tight, right? As far as like semi-mainstream shit. But if we're talking like indie stuff, it's like, who knows, right? Like right now, you know, Lethal Company's the shit. Anime, I feel like anime is just too oversaturated still, and like there's a handful of ones that I'll fuck with. Like right now, I think I'm gonna watch 100 Girlfriends. I think Girlfriend X Girlfriend is getting a season 3 maybe. Like, you know, I'm a huge fucking weeb. I don't care for shonen shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he does like, oh, what excited? Like, bro, if you're gonna hear me, it's either gonna be some shit that only like hardcore gamers or indie people know, whether it's anime or gaming. And then when it's like mainstream stuff, it's like, dude, unless it's like Doom or Neo, I don't care. Like, you know, like it's a game that we're like, oh, that's gonna be bars, right? But as far as movies, like, dude, I just like I said, bro, I just don't touch Hollywood. Like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, oh man, I'm just too poor. I'm too broke. I'm focused on my own shit, bro. Like, that's the other thing too. Don't expect too much from me. And it's like, okay, if I hear I'll be late, maybe the day before. Because, like, bro, I'm out here trying to do my shit, edit videos,
Video games.
fucking beat games, backlogs, and then once my plus runs out, that's what my strat is. Just full time focus on deving. Like, I ain't got time to watch people's mediocre booty water.
Hollywood movies.
But seriously, what? The only good shit I really fuck with, I haven't even watched John Wick 2 and everything else yet. Like, I need to catch up. Like, right now I'm at catch up. I ain't got time for new shit, bro.
If you want to borrow some DVDs,
Oh my God,
I got some DVDs.
Bro. I'm gonna say it right now. My favorite movie of last year was John Wick 4.
It's because it's good. The cinematography and the choreography is actually just top notch.
Bro, it's literally the perfect movie. The way how they did that shit was so amazing.
And then here's the biggest reason. See, this is why I want to get back. Like, oh, because they're idiots. All these dumbasses watch that shitty Marvel stuff. Like, Marvel's easy. They don't know real story. They don't follow the comics. Your story's trash. Your shit's woke. And then on top of that, your literal choreography is absolute garbage. So they're like, who watches this? That's why, like, I don't watch the Hollywood shit. It's all trash.
Wait, what about
Like,
July 26th is going to be another Deadpool movie. You like the Deadpools, no?
probably gonna be good. Then there you go. See, that's the exception. Like, the only time we'll see is like, so with me, it's like assume like, okay, I say, oh, I'm not excited for anything, and I didn't even know. See, I don't even know until it'll be like the day before. Like, oh wait, Deadpool 2, then I'll fuck with it, right? If it's something that we know is backed up by someone that isn't garbage and woke, then alright, cool, I'll fuck with that shit. When I feel like it, I'm not gonna spend money. I'm too poor for that shit.
Yeah, no.
Until my game comes out and I get like $1 million for selling 1 million copies, then I'll start buying and doing shit. Until then, all of you, give me money. I'm poor.
Wait, you mean like you going to the theaters when you got money?
Dude, I don't go to the theaters.
Oh shoot!
God tier speakers and headphones and good ass fucking monitors. Why the fuck would I go?
My bad, G. I didn't know you already got a nice little movie set up.
I don't want to call it a movie setup, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no. I respect it. I'm just saying because, like, you know, I know a lot of movies do end up in live streaming services, especially on HBO. I mean, or Max or whatever they want to be called. But I get.
Okay, see. I'll keep going.
Oh no, my bad. Wait. Let me squeeze this in real quick. Venom 3 is coming out November 8th. But
oh, that's a long ass time. Holy
yeah, it's a long time. And another Marvel movie. I know I was talking about your little setup. I have a question for your setup real quick. But before I get to it, I just want to say Cave-In is coming out August 30th. Cave-In the Hunter from Spider-Man.
Oh, Craven.
That's what you know what? That's why I probably got a dislike on that Spider-Man's. I got a dislike on that Spider-Man 2 review. It's probably because I said his name wrong.
That's why I was thinking about in the comments, too. I'm like, bro, people are just calling him the Hunter, man. It sounds so weird.
I'm not sure just call him the Hunter. It's just easier.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But okay, do you have a popcorn machine in your?
The microwave machine? You mean the hot pocket machine?
No, the popcorn machine, like the old school.
Yeah, you do. So he essentially does.
Oh my god.
The microwave.
Yeah, but if anything, dude, the only thing exciting is literally anime, bro. Like, straight up. A Castlevania anime. I mean, I heard this one was kind of disappointing. And like I said, I'm a huge harem guy, so I'm really, I guess I haven't watched much, but I'm really excited for 100 Girlfriends, the anime. And then there's some pretty decent isekai coming out lately. Like, there's not actual trash. Like, they're pretty good. Though the premise is exactly the same, I'm a fan of that. But like I said, this is for, like, us hardcore weeb motherfuckers. Yeah. Motherfuckers out here like, oh, but what about the new episode of Boruto and insert other just generic shonen? It's like, get that trash out of here, bro.
Little rom-com shit, that makes you a cuck.
Bruh.
Hey, harem makes you a mega cuck, because, oh, look at all those women you can't get.
Wait, you say you're into, like, you into video game movies?
A handful.
Borderlands is coming on August 9th.
I don't think Borderlands would make a good movie. I'm a cap.
Oh, really? What you think, Bar?
I think they're great. Are they going off of 2 or 1?
I don't know. It's just Borderlands. I never saw the trailer either, so...
I really want them to go off of 2 because 2 is the best.
Well, but anyways, we need to let Mars speak on this, and I guess Clockwork too. I already gave my thoughts. I don't give a fuck unless it comes last minute, and it's something that we all know is good. Like, I'm the big dick authority here, man. My opinions are the only one that are allowed to be facts. Everyone else, please shut up. I do not care. So, and if I'm, like, oh, Deadpool, then okay, get it. We all know which one's correct. Your Deadpools, your Dooms, everything else. Who cares? Maybe whatever. Like Venom, I like Venom, but I wouldn't consider it peak cinema, right?
Really?
It's
Wait,
alright.
no. Yeah, no, I agree.
Right, like I heard the first one was okay, yeah, right. And 2, I heard they kind of fucked it up a little bit. They fucked up Carnage's character a bit, so I was like, oh, I'm listening, oh, whatever. But better than the fucking Spider-Man game.
I'll have you know, no matter how good it is, it will never be as good as Morbius. Oh, the peak of all movies.
Dude, that shit popped off so hard as a meme. But yeah, Mar, what's your movie thoughts and Booga Booga and I don't know, whatever.
Okay, well, since we're on the conversation about superhero movies, there hasn't really been a good superhero movie since.
The original Spider-Man.
Man of Steel.
I like how I just threw out titles. That was like late 2000s.
Yeah, well, that is a good one. What is the last good superhero movie to come out? Like, I mean, objectively, that unanimously people agree was good.
Unanimously.
Spider-Man No Way Home, maybe?
Yeah,
hell no.
that was pretty good.
No. Remember, if I say it's trash, automatically
No,
discount.
realistically, if you realistically think about it, they actually like that whole thing is just nostalgia. The movie. That's the only reason why it ended up being so damn good. And then on top of that, man, Willem Dafoe as fucking Green Goblin once again, and he fucking killed it. Come on, man. Like, just off him alone, that movie already became better than every other fucking Marvel movie that's been coming out since fucking Endgame. And Endgame, look, objectively, Endgame is not really a fucking good movie. The only reason why it's good is if you've been watching the Marvel movies all the way up to that point, that's the reason why that movie hits the way how it does, because that is like the final part, the exciting part of a roller coaster you've been going through for the past 10 years. So when they finally closed it off with Endgame, that shit was fucking fly.
I guess Mar puts it in a good way, right? Because, like, I know for a lot of people, like, that's why I said subjective, right? But if we're talking about as far as normie standards, like, the last good superhero movie, what from what I always hear is always just those two, right? Like, because, yeah, no, the MCU was already garbage by Marvel fan standards, but by normie fan standards, it dropped after, like, Endgame, from what I've heard. Right? And there is a huge difference. We won't get into it. But, like, if y'all actually knew how good the comics were, you'd see... Oh, good example, when you know the manga, like, the manga version of, like, literally everything, especially Naruto, is way better than the fucking show. And the MCU is literally no exception. Like, if anything...
Oh, no, and here's the interesting thing about it. The reason why it ended up that way, too, is because Kevin Feige wanted to differentiate the movies from the comics. So there are a lot of things that they just took bits and pieces and kind of just made it their own thing. Like, the way how they fucking did the Mandarin the first time, and then later on they fucking... basically just rebooted the Mandarin because they knew how pissed off people were when they fucking first did the Mandarin. Boy, was it Iron Man 3? Yeah. So just off of that, like, thanks to that movie, I kept on going into every other Marvel movie knowing that I'm not going to get the same shit that I would get in the comic books because there's no way in hell to be able to touch the greatness of the comic books. But as movies themselves kind of being their own properties and following its own storyline, from the very first Iron Man going all the way to Endgame is actually a pretty good time. Even though there's some fucking duds in between that. Like, the first Ant-Man was fucking dog shit. You know what? I can't say it was dog shit. It was... Damn, I can't even remember what happened in the movie. It's a forgettable movie. First Guardians of the Galaxy was alright.
Actually good.
Thor... The second Thor movie, Thor the Dark World, was actually the first time I ever fell asleep in the movie theater. And mind you, I went to go watch that movie in the early premiere. Like, I watched it a week before everyone else did. It was me, my girlfriend at the time who ended up going with me, and then like it was a bunch of press people. We all went to go see the movie, and everyone was super excited. Tell me why the dude who was sitting right next to me fucking elbows me hard because I start snoring hard as hell in the theater like 30 minutes into the movie. Bro, that shit was so fucking boring.
I bet he wrote that on his paper. Man, this movie is probably like a 6 out of 10.
There were people snoring in the theaters. There was a guy right next to me, so like a fucking lion. I thought he was a part of the movie.
No, you watch like the first 10 minutes of it, you fall asleep, and then when you write a review, you end up writing about like the dream you had while... Yeah, I remember.
Funny enough, I think I actually did do that.
A giant elephant came. Wait, what?
I think I actually did do that back in like GameSpot.com. I used to do like a bunch of reviews on there and shit, and that was one of the things I reviewed about because I'm like, man, this I don't even remember some of the movie just because I was falling asleep in some parts, and it was just like one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot because I'm expecting superheroes doing superhero shit. And we just got a
Yeah.
lot of exposition. Iron Man 2 was dog shit. I don't care what anyone says. That was just a giant, long fucking trailer. Oh, guys, it'll be so cool if some of these guys started teaming up. Look what happened. Look what happens when you have Iron Man and fucking War Machine. They're teaming up together. That's literally the only best thing in the whole movie. And they spoiled it in the fucking trailer.
I loved Iron Man too. I love all the
It's
Iron Man
literally just
series.
Iron Man and
He's
War
my
Machine back to back. Just doom, 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 doom. That's it. That's all they showed in the trailer, and that's literally the only best part in the entire movie.
And okay, here's the whole thing about what I'll say is like you know, because I know some people do like if you know if you, and again it's never a strike to people like if you unironically like these booty water movies, a power to you, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me, oh man, they're mad. And everyone who I've seen who's cool will agree like, okay, yeah, they're okay, right, whatever. They're not God tier, they're not Lord of the Rings, hell no, or Star Wars, the original, not the new trash. But even I can respect like the effort that they did put in, and I feel the casting is always God tier. Like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, like come on, bro, like it's peak next to William
Yo,
Dafoe.
whoever came up with that is fucking godlike, man. They need all the awards for just off of that choice alone.
Jonah J. Jameson.
Jameson? P.
Yeah, P.
And Doc Ock?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Who else is good? Honestly, Chris Evans as Captain America was good. Chris Helmsworth did a good job playing Thor, even though half the shit was boring just because of the script. But like embodying Thor itself, he did such a good job.
man,
Who
that
else?
Doctor Who guy you guys mentioned.
Oh, yep, he's a good.
What was his name again?
Who, Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah, I saw him play as Sherlock. When I saw him play as Doctor Who, I just couldn't get with it, man.
I couldn't do it.
Like, he played as Doctor Who. I thought he only played as Sherlock.
Nah, Sherlock. Did I say Doctor Who?
Yeah, you said.
Oh, my bad. I meant to say Sherlock. When I saw him play as Sherlock,
Who cares? All I watch is Doctor Who, but British people and weirdos.
hey man, nah, I don't like Doctor Who. I meant Sherlock though. I like Sherlock.
Dude, Doctor Who is for loser virgins who can't watch Star Wars or Star Trek.
Eh.
Doctor Who, who's the big bad? The dialects? What are they? Trash cans with wheels.
Trash cans are
Sorry,
real.
no offense to Doctor Who fans, but that shit low key looked gay as hell. Like, it
Hell
just
no.
looks gay.
I watched some of it. I didn't like all of it, but Doctor Who was pretty decent. Tripping, man.
Star Trek and Star Wars are for men and intellectuals. That shit looks like for fucking legit nerd losers.
Doctor Who, keep driving.
Star Trek, I could almost never get into just because it was far too nerdy for me at the time. And Star Wars is too fucking good and pretty much a fucking blessing in this world that we know is the modern age. So, I mean, well, that's at least the original trilogy. We can't really say anything about
Jedis are pretty cool. I mean, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, someone is gonna own a Jedi. You know what I mean?
I'll say this much: Marvel didn't get cut as bad as Star Wars. At least they had a couple decent films. Star Wars didn't have shit good after they went to Disney. Except maybe The Mandalorian, but my point is
Maybe The Mandalorian was kind of garbage.
No, well, see, that's from him, not me. Every time
it was
you
pretty
know what? I
boring.
just realized I went completely off topic, guys. So I completely forgot we were talking about the.
The what?
What we were talking about? We were talking about the most anticipated movie, right?
Yeah,
we're talking about movies.
But okay, so we were still on. You just started with the superhero talk. Well, of movies, like is there any?
I wanted to touch base on that. Yeah,
that's the thing. That's what most movies are now.
Any superhero movies in general. If there's one movie I am looking forward to, honestly, it's a movie that was supposed to come out last year.
Which was?
And that would be Dune Part 2.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. I saw that. That's coming out in March.
Oh, Dune.
Yep, I fucking can't wait for it. No, Dune. D-U-N-E.
Yeah, Dune.
If you haven't seen the first movie, I honestly thought it was a really good fucking job and an awesome replacement cinema-wise right now from Star Wars, because Star Wars ain't hitting right now. The first Dune movie was really good, man. They did a really good job doing the building, and apparently this series actually predates Star Wars. So that's another reason why I'm like, holy shit, like this is actually pretty exciting.
You get it for free if you
I haven't started reading one of the books yet, but I am actually going to end up reading one of the books. I heard that this next movie is basically the second half of the first book.
You get all the colors with it.
So I'm pretty hyped about that.
Skin 1?
No, only Skin 2.
Yeah, because it was Skin 1.
Other than that, Godzilla. I'm looking forward to Godzilla
Oh
X.
yeah, dude, Godzilla's been
because
popping. See, but that's Japanese cinema. Like I said, Hollywood is right now. Asia's kicking it, especially Korea, dude. They're killing it with their fucking films.
no. Legendary Studios is still Hollywood, but thankfully they have the right people from Japan making sure that they don't completely fuck up Godzilla.
Right.
And they've been doing a pretty good job with it. I mean, I know Godzilla Minus One just recently came out
you're
in
talking
theaters and
American
select
Godzilla.
theaters.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, the American ones have been doing good too. Actually, I like those two as well. Yeah,
Because they know what the fuck they are. They're fucking giant monster movies. Like, we don't need some giant, intricate, like, oh man, this is not like as deep for as deep as it will actually go. It's really good enough for a normie to go in and be like, okay, I understand what's going on. Other than that, it's literally Godzilla beats the fuck out of, and then whatever's across from him during the time. Last movie was King Kong, or sorry, Kong, because he.
Or Planet Godzilla, or whatever it's called.
I just realized, like,
the one on like Netflix.
Godzilla pretty much killed everyone he's ever faced.
Yeah,
including Kong. He actually Kong. Like, he got Kong's heart and just walked off. He's like, whatever, I need to burn you. And he went and ended up fighting Mechagodzilla in the last movie, and then. Of course, the white people ended up saving Kong because, oh no, we need to save Kong. No, he's not.
You got me. I mean, here's the thing too about Godzilla that makes some good people don't realize it, because some stupid stan who thinks the Batman versus Superman movie is unironically good and is a DC universe cuck. He gets his ass treated all the time, and he was saying, "Oh, he didn't like the Godzilla movie because it focused. He think they were too much focus on the people." It's like, what? That's part of what Godzilla is. The whole thing is big monsters fight. This simple plot. But then it's all about the struggle of people realizing how weak they are, and that Godzilla is basically the representation for force of nature. Like, yeah, on base level, any normie can get it, but you look at it, you're like, oh, the story's pretty good, it's deep, The characters have characters and motivations. Like, generally, there's always one person that hates Godzilla, but you look at his motivation, like, oh, it makes sense, but you gotta realize how futile it is, because Godzilla is literally just nature. You cannot be like, you can't get mad at a tsunami if it gets rid of your whole family. It's a fucking tsunami! And that's something that I've always loved about the Godzilla films, personally. Like, I really love that dynamic. Like, you feel bad and you can relate with the main or whoever the character that hates Godzilla. Like, you truly see it, and I love that they get good actors to represent that anger. But you just know that it's futile. Like, dude, what are you doing to that?
I know. I think Matthew Broderick was like the best person to be with Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
You know what?
No.
I would say that's almost that's the '98 Godzilla movie. But I would say this: the '98 Godzilla movie was horseshit. But the animated series that came after it was one of some of the best fucking Godzilla of all time.
For no reason.
All right.
Yeah, literally for no reason. It's like, man, this is a Saturday morning show for kids, and it's fucking hitting on all cylinders, man. It blew out '98 Godzilla. I hated '98 Godzilla. Even as
going into that, shitting on Hollywood more is how little respect they have for animation. Yeah. It goes to show you, because all the good creators, and the thing is not even unique for anime. We already see anime and manga is destroying Hollywood. Even for like just like shit like that, bro. Like, there's actually really good, competent writers in comic. Well, there used to be, at least in the comic industry. Back then, even like look at the guys who wrote scripts for like. Oh no, one of the greatest things to ever gurg about from Disney was literally the Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Me watching that show ruined the MCU for me, because they were way more lore and correct to the comics, that whenever I hopped on, like, oh, Ant-Man, like, they made him someone else instead of Hank Pym. I'm like, what? No, it's supposed to be Hank Pym. Who the fuck is this? The Wasp's daughter or something. Every time I hear someone talking about Marvel from MCU, I'm like, what the fuck? It literally sounds like bad fanfic to me, dude. I'm like, what is all this shit? What? Like, Hank Pym made Ultron,
that's exactly what it is. It's
Iron Man. What is it?
What about Clockwork?
They changed everything. It makes no sense, too. It's like, what?
What's...
it's like a good example. Here's the best way to put it to you normies. Like, say there's two characters. One's he's let's call him Iron Penis Man, right, or some bullshit. But he's good at making penis machines, and that's the original lore, right? It's all about penis. That's the lore. But then when you make the penis machine made by some chick called just Obama, and then, oh, what's the reason? I'm Obama, and I made this machine, and now our whole plot's like, but that doesn't make sense. You don't have the qualifications, Obama, to make the penis machine. Penis Machine Man made it. And then you made Penis Machine Man just man. That's literally what the MCU is. They do everything.
I like how you said,
yo, I don't know what fanfic this is, but I need this in my life. I don't know what the fuck it's talking about anymore, but I need it.
Such an odd...
I'm glad I like my analogy.
Your analogy was wild.
Oh, here's what I mean. So for those of you, so I'll at least explain to you actually what the difference is. The reason why Ultron was such a great character, no, they did in the Avengers and Mighty's Heroes. There's a clip. I'll actually post it in my comments below when I do this. Like, and in it, you can see the voice acting is way better than the dude who voice acted the robot for Ultron in the MCU. So that's number one. Like, you could tell it sounded like a legit motherfucking machine. And I'm not gonna ruin what he does, because it's something that the MCU does. The MCU. Or not, my bad. That the comics do better. When something hits, it just feels real. Like, it feels like grounded as shit. But MCU, it doesn't feel like the Earth's ever in threat. Like, the first one, it did, but after that, like, the threats just don't feel real. And that's a good big critique and whatever. But one of the main things is why Ultron was such a great character is that it's supposed to be a representation of Hank Pym losing like his grip. Because anyone who doesn't know, Hank Pym's biggest thing is he's a pacifist, and he originally had an army of these machines, and they stopped the first invasion. There's buildup. The first invasion, and then he had to program them to learn violence, and then only one was left behind, and that was the main Ultron we know. And in his programming, by sitting long enough, it would be like, wait a second, people are the main causes of wars. Let me get rid of them, so there is no more war. So it has a logical process. I don't know how it is in the MCU, but at the end of the day, how does Iron Man have any of this? None of his characterization is tied to Ultron. So how would it ever do this? Right? It's stupid. Like, you get rid of one of the main characterizations that made Hank Pym, such a special character, and it's also the main reason how they stop Ultron in like the MCU. Like, or not means you see, it's because it's so catchy to say. Like, isn't that deeper? Like, whoa, and then guess what? His arc's not over. He leaves the Avengers. He's like, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I almost ended the world because of my creation. I'm not like, it felt like a real fucking human being, and you can relate to it. Like, and then they keep going. They don't stop. They kept going with his arc, even though he wasn't the main focus. And this is the other thing. I think the real problem that Hollywood doesn't understand. If you want to do something like this, you kind of need a TV series. Like, movies are supposed to be like a big thing, but if you keep doing this all the time, your pacing's all over the place. You can't build anything up. That's why the cartoon show, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, is one of the greatest kid shows, or I guess cartoons, because I don't know if it's kid, maybe teenage, right? But fucking next to Teen Titans, like, those two are fucking peak as shit, dude. Peak as fuck, like, because they do just enough there where it's deep, and they can't show stuff because, like, good example, they couldn't call Deathstroke because he had death in his name, so they gave him his real name, Wade Wilson. But bro, they got some dark ass themes in Teen Titans.
Oh wait, which one though? The OG ones? The OG Teen Titans?
Yeah, the OG ones.
Yeah, I thought they did hella dark though. That's why they made
Well, that's what I said. They did. They had dark themes. That was really
oh, okay. I was about to say. I'm like, nah, dude. I remember that. That was my favorite series.
Yeah, but the big problem is that these Hollywood. I seen a great video that said, "Why do so many movies suck?" And a good example, looking back at Zack Snyder, is that these writers or these big execs, they don't care what you've worked on. They only care if it's something big or whatever. And Zack Snyder already has big name, and these directors are two things. They already proved their name. They don't care about making another great film. And two, they don't really give a fuck about comic books like everybody else. So that's why you have someone who thinks Batman should kill and doesn't understand the concept of Batman not killing his core to his character, which is why Batman v Superman just doesn't work, right? Whereas these other people actually have legit written their own series on Batman, and everyone's like, yeah, it feels canon to the thing. And instead of hiring him, but no, he writes comics. He's not a serious director. Like, no, it's the same thing. They do the same fucking thing, dude. Like,
yeah,
or at least hiring him as a writer and then have Zack Snyder direct it. Like, it's not that hard.
Since we're talking about Zack Snyder, let me say something about Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder not only doesn't understand comic books, he doesn't understand how to fucking do any movie. Honestly, the only one that was really good for him to do was 300. Mm-hmm. After that, he hasn't really made an actual good comic book movie.
He's a great director. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a great writer.
Oh no, I don't even like him as a director, at least for me, because one, he puts damn near everything in fucking slow motion. And I know honestly the reason why a lot of his movies are in fucking runtime because he keeps on constantly putting slow motion fucking scenes and everything that he fucking does, and it's annoying. Fucking Batman v Superman, that in general pissed me off so fucking much because he's the type of dude who's like, yeah man, I read the comic book of Batman and I was like, this is cool and all, but like, he doesn't get raped. So, yeah, I'm going to have him get raped in my movie. And it's like, wait, what? What? We're talking about Batman, right? Like, yeah, man, I want Batman to be raped in my movie. Like, anyway, like, the way how he ended up doing Batman v Superman was a giant fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. Because when you go back and look at the movie, first of all, I have yet to hear a person give me a genuine, good, positive feedback about that movie.
I mean, yeah,
I have yet to hear it. I have yet to see it. I've even gone and scoured the internet for it. There's no such thing as a person who actually enjoyed that movie. A lot of the times it ends up breaking down to, oh, this movie could have had so much potential. there's so much that he could have done with this. That's what it basically just ends up coming down to. So it's like, okay, so even for the people who quote unquote enjoyed it, which they didn't, even they say like, oh man, he could have done so much more. Yeah, but he didn't. Why? Because he was too busy doing all fucking goofy ass slow mo. He made all the characters basically borderline villains. Like, who isn't a villain in that fucking movie? Like, you mean to tell me Superman is gonna sit there, be in the middle of a fucking explosion, and then just leave and not help anyone? Excuse me? We're talking about Superman, right? Superman,
Right.
you know, the Man of Steel, you know, the superhero who would always try to help no matter what the situation. Is he gonna
Right.
leave?
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what?
let's go and talk about Batman's goofy ass. He's gonna mark people so that they can get killed in prison? Huh? And then on top of that, he has guns? Why does Batman have guns? The only thing he should have guns for is for, like, if he's gonna use it for like a smoke grenade or like,
Right.
oh, it's another zip line or like, he doesn't use guns no matter what you do. Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, does not use guns. Fucking Thomas Wayne does. If you remember the Flashpoint movie, like, hey, Thomas Wayne does because, hey, that's Thomas Wayne. That makes perfect sense, but it's not Bruce. You're going to make Bruce do it? Why? That's not making him cool. Oh, my Batman uses guns and he kills people. That doesn't make you cool. That makes you retarded and shows that you don't understand these characters at all. What did Wonder Woman do the majority of the time? She was practically just in the background the whole time until that, oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm here to help you fight. What the fuck, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you even doing here?
Dude,
Like,
they
just,
did her
oh,
dirty.
she shows up and her theme song fucking comes up over and over.
We're just
But, okay, again, it's a fun theme song for like 3 seconds. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. God, that fucking theme song got so annoying at the end of the movie. And
you're
boy,
treating
did
Marvel
they
and
fuck up
don't even
Doomsday.
mad with that stupid bullshit. You can miss me with that. And at the core of this is the core of Hollywood is that, like I said, it's they hire the wrong people. They just go like I think Mar mentioned before that they just get whoever has the nicest paper, right? It's not what they can actually do the job or not. And that's Hollywood in a nutshell. So and we all experience this, whether it's the Rings of Power being garbage because they don't actually understand the rings, or getting rid of Henry Cavill for The Witcher. Like, these people literally do not understand the source material. That is the core problem with this.
Everyone who's ever worked on an IP that was pretty modern, that is based off of something that fans actually adore and love throughout the years, like you fuck up DC, and it's like, bro, we literally had an entire fucking animated series called The Justice League. Copy paste. Why is that so hard?
I said, bro,
Why is that so fucking hard?
Bro, like, I literally, like, here's what's funny. Everyone agrees, okay, Marvel's movies are definitely better than DC's. That's not saying much. But the animation, like, DC, like, Marvel has a handful of good anime, not counting Spider-Man. Spider-Man has a bunch of good ones, right? But the main thing they got is, like I said, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I highly recommend everyone check it out. Season 1 and 2 got here. And they were going to make more, but they got cucked. Because Marvel literally wanted to make a booty water Avengers one, which looks like trash, because they wanted it to be a parallel to the MCU. I'm like, wow, the MCU cucked the only good thing Marvel ever did. You know, that's their best animation. But no, fucking DC's had bangers for years. We got Batman Beyond, the classic original Batman. Heck, almost, I don't think Batman has a bad animated series. Like, low-key, literally, is there a bad Batman animated series where, like,
As a person who watched, like, I think 4 maybe? Oh, wait. No, there's that one where it's, like, the futuristic one a little bit. Not the...
Beyond.
Not the Beyond, but the other one. The one where,
Bro, I was about to make a trip to your house and put you in shit.
Not that one, but the other one where the car is a little different. It's light blue. I'm really trying to remember it.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But my whole point being is that, what Mars said is that, well, I said that with the comics, like, for Star Wars, I'm like, that's why I was hyped at first. Like, dude, all they got to do is copy and paste, like, the comics, or even Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, right? But no, they're like, okay, like I said, DC animated universe, they have so much great stuff. Like, dude, when I started learning about the original Suicide Squad, I'm like, yo, this shit's godlike. Why the fuck didn't he just copy paste this? This shit's fucking good. It's dark as shit. It's good. It's like Batman Arkham.
The crazy thing is,
bro.
The crazy thing is, when James Gunn came in and made it more closer to the comics, everyone heard that movie much just because it was like, oh my god, it's so much closer to the comics. than the first movie was. The first movie was fucking dog shit. We don't even know why we came here to watch this shit. But the second movie was actually all right. It was a good time. You went to the theaters, the beginning, middle, and you enjoyed yourself the entire time. If you started thinking about it for 5 minutes, you're like, wait, hold on a minute. But at least it was are actually one of the best things that Marvel did recently that I would give them a plot to. Will
Dude,
probably
you're cutting
be
off a
the
little.
Marvel series. Reason why? Oh wait.
Yeah. Hold on. You're
All right, can you
sounding
hear me now?
a little too robotic, man.
Oh man.
Fine now.
Yeah, you're fine now.
About to. Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
All right, yeah. One of the things I actually do give him credit for is like the concept for the show called "What If," because that's basically just, hey, what if we actually started doing random cool shit into some of these IPs that we have? Like they did. What if Iron Man ended up on Sakaar, which I thought was actually a pretty good fucking episode, or like what if Peggy Carter actually took the serum instead of Steve, which I kind of thought was a little bit redundant as fuck because, spoiler alert, they kind of continued that story and I hate it. Uh, but then, like, there was one episode where, like, they had Hank Pym, Ant-Man, where he was basically an assassin. He went around killing the Avengers. Like, the way how he kills the Hulk is fucking hilarious as hell and probably one of the most brutal kills I've ever seen in the MCU. He literally expands the Hulk's heart. Like he goes tiny, goes inside the Hulk, uses his little blue disc to grow the Hulk's heart, and fucking blows up the Hulk from the inside out. That shit was fucking wild. Shit
You know
like
the
that
funny
when they
thing-
have random.
No, he won. Yeah, you said random what?
Oh, the random concepts that they would have on there. Like my favorite one, when if Ultron won. I was like, oh my god, this is the Ultron I wanted in the fucking movie, and they didn't give me it. What the fuck? Like, why didn't they just put this in the movie? This is a better Ultron than the fucking bullshit ass fucking control.
And again, we loop back that they got their second hand, what they call, oh, these guys are who, whatever, right? The ones who are actually qualified. Meanwhile, they got their Zack Snyders to make the main film. These fuckers who aren't good directors, and then they get the people who they disrespect who are actually good ones. And then and the funny thing is, what you said about Hank Pym, I knew where you were going with that. I'm like, something tells me they're gonna steal it from when Punisher
versus
the
Hulkbuster fight was kind of boring as shit. So like,
Like,
I don't know,
said
man.
the
Like,
Hulk
there's so much shit that they could have done that they just didn't do.
they stole that from the Punisher, bro. Like the Punisher versus the Marvel Universe. They straight up stole it.
I didn't mind that movie, The Incredible Hulk.
I liked it. But continue, Mark.
The Incredible Hulk wasn't bad at all.
Continue, Mark. Apologies.
Fucking, I'm honestly just thinking about other things that they could have done been a better job. But that's literally a lot of their properties. What they've been doing now is trying to expand the universe for some weird reason. And like the more how they try to continue on getting other characters, like I feel like they're trying to get more female characters than they are male characters now.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they
well,
literally replaced fucking. They literally just replaced everybody at this point. Like we got a new Iron Man who's Ironheart. We got Shuri is now the new Black Panther, and it's going to stay like that because they couldn't even fucking honor Chadwick Boseman's request of, hey, once I pass, I want you to recast Black Panther because he knows how important that role is to the culture. But no, we're gonna keep his legacy alive and let him be the only Black Panther. It's like I'm just on some pandering stupid shit right now.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They already ruined fucking T'Challa's character. Like that movie is the most overrated trash, and I'm a huge T'Challa fan. So to me, like,
No, you're right. 100%. They did.
They gave him no personality. His character's whack. They did Beastmonger good though, which was really weird. They did him good, oddly. So I'll give them that.
Dude, why not? The time I enjoyed Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther was during Civil War. I honestly thought that was a good, like, I thought they were going to continue on that, where he was like hell bent and serious and pissed off and like literally would just fucking run through people like tissue paper. I was like, yes, this is the Black Panther we need. I want a story about this guy. We didn't even get that.
No. And here's the thing: Avengers vs. Mighty Hero did it great. What was the original? I mean, yeah, right. Like what? fucking his dad gets dethroned because of their really archaic system of all beat them right. I don't know if the Black Panther movie touched it as much. I know that's the premise, right? He got it back, but in the show, he gets it back, and then he makes a new law stating, yeah, we need to get rid of this. We need to make it that our leader is voted like most modern places. And then
Yeah.
like it touches on the cultural thing, right? And that was a great arc of his story. And another one is it shows you like who is literally Black Panther 90% of the time. He's literally a genius, an actual scientist. I don't think in the MCU they ever show that. Like he actually understands vibranium. He's up there next to like Stark and Hank Pym. He's considered one of the smartest people in the fucking world. And I don't think in the MCU they were treating him like that. But the funny thing is when you see him get people like tissue paper, like how Mars says, is when he's pissed or when his people or friends are in danger. And it's funny because that's actually when he's his weakest. Because even Hank and Iron Man both tell him, hey, you can't just go around fighting, you know, like you have to think you're best when you're thinking. And it shows you, like, yeah, you could. That's the whole thing about Hank Pym. Like, he has, or not my bad, T'Challa, that, you know, his biggest weakness is his strength, right? Like, he's really passionate about the people that he cares about. You know, he's a warrior, right? But everyone else, like, your strength is in your mind. Lead like a leader, right? Don't simply act, right? Like, that's one of the great characters is the double-sided coin, right? And I don't think MCU touches, like, no, just give him no personality. We'll give him maybe one scene where he's badass, but, like, that's not really who he is. That's when he is when he has to be, but that's his weak spot. He's better when he's actually thinking and strategizing and being stealthy.
He's smart, but not smarter than his sister. Make sure he's not smarter than his sister. When they fucking did that shit with, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like he doesn't get if any, and that's what I feel. Like I said, and then like I hate that people prop up the black. Oh, black, like dude, you guys have had black super. Like, dude, Blade is the first one. Like, what happened? Like, I hate how that movie for some reason made a lot of black people like think that just black people in films just for whatever reason didn't exist, which is stupid. Or that they were super important characters. What about all the black white cops?
As a black person who's been a part of the black community, I would have to say that both Meteor Man and Blake Man were our first superheroes.
Exactly. There we go. Yeah. Didn't Shaq play him right?
No. Blake Man, no. Shaq did play Steel, but we don't talk about that.
Excuse me.
We don't talk about that. Fair enough. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I just don't see, and that's how Disney. I feel like that's why Disney's ruining. It's not just like it's everything. Like, it's just ruining the culture of like it's culture in general, not even movie culture, whatever. Like going back to what I was saying, why I think other movies are disappointing. Like, it's too much superhero. There's not enough other stuff. Like maybe comedy, right? But they're like, why don't we get a lot of romance movies or good romance comedy movies? Like, what happened to like movies like Scary Movie or just, you know, or even like Scarface? Like, dude, people don't even realize, like, dude, rated R movies basically don't even exist. Too many people want to cater to the biggest audience. That's why Marvel's so nerfed. Like outside of Deadpool, there is no real rated R one. No, obviously there's like that Wolverine movie, but outside of that, still my point. They want to cater all the shit.
Nobody doesn't care about Wolverine. No, I'm just kidding.
We haven't had a decent like hard R movie in a while, other than Logan.
And John Wick, of course. Like I said, minus the ones that we all know about, but in general, let's be honest, those are the minority, not the majority. And good example, like you have to have people. Like, what was it? That's the reason, in case you don't know, like, that's one of the reasons why the Expendables became a thing, because they noticed there was a lack of quality rated R films. But what are they? Simple plot? Like, oh, they took his girlfriend, let's go fuck shit up. But man, the choreography is top. Fucking explosions, grade A fucking well-known actors. Like, and it's simple premise, simple story, boom. And I think they got Blade for the third one, right? Like, they literally had the Blade dude come for the third one.
Wesley Snipes was in the third one.
Yeah, right? Like, and they know that, and guess who was directing it? The fucking Rocky dude. Like, he's the only one making good rated R films, and he does it because he says, like, yeah, there's a lack of quality rated R films. No, you don't have to go hard on the story. Something simple we can all relate to. Go hard. And what was John Wick? Oh, yo, they killed my dog. Boom, done.
For real, right?
And goes on a killing spree.
So,
You
like,
know, what's one of the best video games of all time? Doom. They killed my bunny. Damn, done.
I like the part
One simple
2.
premise we can all relate to, bro.
They stole my car.
Monsters, bro.
You just reminded me of the scene from Deep Blue Sea where LL Cool J got pissed off because the shark ate his bird. You ate my bird. He fucking takes the lighter, throws it at the fucking shark, and it sets on fire because there's gas in the room. I never thought I'd actually see that in a movie. Like, oh, I just watched the shark get set on fire. It's fucking wild.
You know what?
But
I'm
yeah, I'm
waiting
actually
for?
gonna do a video in the future talking about how I think. Like, see, this is good because like we're basically needed that, right? The directors like to summarize, very few films are good, and if they are, it's because there's people who we trust and know behind the helm that know what they're doing. They don't respect the source material. They're way too focused on woke, and at the end of this is just ruin the modern culture. And this is why we see no one can have discussions like we can, right? Like they want to bring race into it. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like people are like, if I say, oh, it's a bad movie, oh, you're racist. How? Like I understand T'Challa way more than you do. Like the fact that I refer to him as T'Challa shows you how attached I got to that character. Like people don't know, like, dude, no, he is one of my favorite characters in Marvel, bro. Like that dude's fucking sick. Like I have way more love for T'Challa than any of you fake ass fucking T'Challa fans, bro. Like, you guys say Black Panther, no, I know him as T'Challa, the man behind the mask. You guys just see the mask and that's it. That's how little characterization he is. Like, you know, in the original, he's good friends with Hawkeye, and they have beef with each other. They don't know that because in the MCU, Hawkeye's just a personality-less loser. But in the original, he's happy-go-lucky because he came from a circus.
Yeah,
they tried fucking touching base with that bullshit. Like how they first started with the whole, "Hey, I don't think we ever met before. My name's Clint," and he's like, "I don't care," and then started beating his ass after that. Like, they fucking seized that shit.
Fair enough, but they touched it, but they didn't fully expand on it like they did in the original.
Oh hell no, they didn't.
Low key, I feel like Hawkeye was just a security guard for the facility, dude.
That's fair because everybody thought the same fucking thing. I mean, like I said, the first Avengers film for me was the last good Marvel movie because they did good on that. After that, like, nah, like for me personally, I'm like, yeah, I tuned out because I started realizing they didn't care about the source material, and that's when I immediately drop out. Like the minute someone doesn't care about the source material, I'm immediately like, my head out.
You know what I'm waiting for though? I want a Sonic. Sonic. Oh my goodness, a Static Shock movie.
Oh, see, they're gonna ruin that. They're gonna ruin it.
You think they're gonna?
I already know, dude.
Yeah, that's why I don't even want one because I know they're gonna ruin it.
I mean, didn't they make a new animated series and they already fucked it over by being too fucking political already?
I knew there was like a new comic book series that came out about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
But they just did a comic book series.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it
all
right
I know
now.
is the original was really good, like the original animated series.
That's interesting.
And they somehow made a new one and ruined it, which isn't that surprising because they ruined everything. Oh, that's the whole thing. Is like I can't be really excited knowing that everything just gets fucked that they touch, right?
So,
That's understandable.
what is it? Rival schools.
Oh my god. But yeah, so are we switching to games now? Because I mean,
I was trying to figure out, does Clockwork have any movies? Is he a movie person?
Who?
Clockwork.
Who is Clockwork?
Clockwork.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on this?
Are you a movie guy?
Yeah.
So do you have any
I mean,
movies?
I'm if I'm being honest. Plus, like I said, he's playing ranked like a dum-dum.
Ah, I see.
It's like I said, bestie day. So,
Bestie day.
Booga booga.
Exactly, man. Yeah, Barbie's his favorite movie. Let's move on.
Hey, that movie was low-key kind of based, though. Okay, I want to at least touch on that. The fact that they no, it's this. I love it when SJWs go so hard that it kind of loops back around to like what we're at, like. Oh, you know, when Barbie was there, that's what I was like, you know, it's kind of low-key based. Like, Ken was a cool dude. Like, that's like the kind of dude everyone would get along with. Like, oh, yeah. And they paint him as the bad guy. He's supposed to be the bad guy or something. And then Barbie leaves, and then Barbie world is better without her, which is proving that men being in charge is better. Like, that is hilarious. Oh, you know, and then the ending, it just goes back to being bad. It's like, wow, like, way to show your point that, you know, men ruling is bad when you actually make it that when the dudes are around, everyone's happier. It's like, wow, it just kind of loops back around and not proving your point. Beautiful.
So I created a thing in your Discord called the Besties Pod Chat. So, like, in case I'm trying to figure out something, like remember I couldn't remember that Batman. Yeah, so that Batman one, the Batman one in 2004. I'm not saying it was bad. I just remembered that I didn't like the intro. That's all I didn't like about it was the intro.
Fair enough. I mean, it's fine. No, they snap. See that one they did, that one's how you want to do it. Like you reinterpret what everything is, like more modern, like how they did with the Avengers and Martial Heroes, but like you still keep who the character is. Like they even redid Joker, and I like the Joker. He actually does martial arts, but guess what? They literally got Mark Hamill to revoice Joker, and he did a different spin on it. To where I almost couldn't recognize.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought this Batman was actually pretty fucking lit.
Right? Like, no, they did good. They did good on that.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
No, especially with the movie Batman versus Dracula. Not that shit.
Yeah, that one was peak, bruh. I think, if anything, that's probably my favorite next to Batman and Beyond, bro. Look out.
The Dracula one had like the weird looking Joker, yeah?
Yeah, I like that Joker.
Yeah.
That Joker. I like him. Like he definitely feels like more of a menace and a threat. Like I get it, he's not supposed to this whole mentality thing, right? But
now he looks really kind of like.
But it goes with him. Like, what does he do? Troll. Like he does that. Like it fits him.
Man, even the Penguin knew martial arts in that movie and in that show, right? Yeah, even the Penguin knew. Holy
was
shit!
pretty much Wonder Woman.
Yeah, this shit was lit.
Straight up Penguin. Yeah. Oh, and then how he made Clayface. Like I said, I think they make they hit the main story perfectly. Absolutely perfectly.
Dude, that drawing was amazing on Clayface.
I felt they did Bane slightly bad though by making him just kind of a meathead from what little I remember, but he was at least peak meathead, so I'll give him that. To where Batman had to get a whole ass fucking, Hulkbuster armor.
Oh,
I'll give him that. But yeah, I mean, as far as games, is it just copy and paste then? Like, I mean, I think we lightly touched on that already. Like, I ain't excited, and I'm busy making my own fucking game, and y'all better be excited for it. I'll hit you with a stick.
Remember I told you I could be a good voice actor. Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's what worked. That's perfect for you being the dude who makes fun of people who make those noises. It's
oh
perfect.
my god! I thought that was pretty spot on. I thought that was gonna. I thought Capcom was gonna.
Makes fun of us when we get hit by monsters. He's vile.
Dude, me and my buddies was playing that one game just now. Radio or Not, that SWAT simulator game. And
oh yeah,
the way how people be screaming when they get shot is outrageous, dude. Like it's over dramatic. Like yeah, I never got shot before, but we feel like they overdid it.
Nah, dude, some motherfuckers really be. Have you not seen it when video gamers become AAA voice actors? I'm like, dude, dead ass.
Dude, this isn't even a AAA game though, dude. This is like a.
Oh, that's why I said with gamers, it means it doesn't matter what you're playing, and they just randomly get way too into it. I know, cause that's me. Sometimes I ain't gonna bullshit. I mean, what other games did we not miss? Like I said, the only thing.
What's up, guys? Here it's Vile the editor. I just want you guys to know, tune in at the same time at 7 p.m. Central, just to hear up the next episode.
So ways no trust is left is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well speed up. Open the legs, I might as well beat up. Yeah, love the money, I never could get enough. I'm in your head, I might as well call you bluff. You're not as hot as me, I got the heat though. No, talking down on me, you still beneath. No, I know it's hard to believe I play for keeps though. Yeah, up past that tree, we can't disagree. She get on her knees, she got a degree. Swimming 7 seas, but I'm still floating though.